Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Kate from Mindful Knots. In today's tutorial, I will teach you all how to make a simple summer hat. This tutorial is beginner friendly and super easy, so let's get straight into it. You will need a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, a stitch marker and a stitch counter, a yarn needle, and a skein of yarn. To begin, you will create a slip knot, so you'll fold the yarn onto itself like that. You'll twist the yarn to make a little loop. You'll come in from behind the loop and you'll grab the shorter strand and then pull it through the loop. You'll insert your hook through the loop and make the loop a little tighter on the hook there. To begin, you'll chain up 4, and to chain, you will yarn over. So you'll go under the yarn and hook it, and then pull it through the loop on the hook there. So that's 1 chain, and we'll do that 3 more times. So you'll go under and hook it, and pull through the loop, under and hook it, pull through the loop. We'll do that 1 more time, so we have 4 chains. Then we will slip stitch the first chain that we created. So we will insert our hook in that first chain. We'll yarn over again, pull it through the chain and the loop on the hook, and that's a slip stitch. And by doing that, you kind of created a little circle here. It's kind of hard to see, but if you work into the middle of this, it is a little circle loop. So we will create 10 single crochets into the center of this little ring we created here. To begin, we will chain up 1. So we'll go under the yarn again, hook it and pull it through the loop. And that does not count as a stitch for this next round. So to single crochet, first we'll insert our hook through the center of the ring. We'll yarn over, pull through the center of the ring and pull up so that you have 2 loops on the hook. You'll yarn over again, so go under and hook it and pull through the 2 loops. And that is a single crochet. We'll do that 9 more times. So you'll insert your hook through the center of the ring, yarn over, pull through the center of the ring and pull up a little. Then you'll yarn over again and pull through the 2 loops. So that's 2 single crochets. I'll show you 1 more time. You'll insert your hook through the center of the ring, yarn over, pull through the center of the ring, pull up, and you have 2 loops. So then you'll yarn over and pull through the 2 loops again. With this little strand from the beginning, you're just going to work right over it and keep it close to this ring here. Just keep it close and work over it. So then you'll just put 10 single crochets all together in the center of the ring there. And once you have done so, I will meet you guys back. And if you don't have enough room, just kind of shove your stitches closer together to make some more room. Once you have 10 single crochets into the center of the ring, what you'll do is you will pull this little strand tighter in the back, and that should close up your hole there. So now we're going to be working in the rounds. So this next round, we're going to insert 2 single crochets into each stitch. So this first stitch there, we'll insert 2 single crochets into the first one. And we're just going to work into a continuous spiral. So you'll need to have a stitch marker. So you'll insert your hook through the first stitch there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, that's a single crochet. And what you'll do is insert 2 single crochets into that same stitch. And if you're a complete beginner, the stitch is that V right there, so that's 1 stitch, and that's 2 stitch, and then you'll work right below those 2. You'll insert your hook. Okay, so before you go any further, we're going to grab our stitch marker. We're going to count back 2 stitches because we just inserted 2 single crochets into the first stitch. So that one is the first stitch of the new round. And for the next stitch, you'll just insert 2 single crochets into the same stitch like we did the previous stitch. And you will repeat that all the way around. Since the first row had 10 single crochets, the second round will have 20. So you'll repeat that all the way around, then I'll meet you back at the stitch marker. Okay, so I'm back at the stitch marker. So we'll take that stitch marker out and set it aside for now. So this next round we will insert a single crochet and then 2 into the next, and then repeat that around. So for that first stitch there, we'll insert 1 single crochet. And since that is the first stitch of the new round, I'm going to grab the stitch marker and mark it. And then in the next stitch, we'll insert 2 single crochets. And you'll repeat that around. So the next stitch is 1 single crochet. And then the next stitch is 2 single crochets. The next stitch is 1 single crochet. And then the next stitch is 2 single crochets. You'll repeat that all the way around, and then I will meet you back. Okay, so I'm back at the stitch marker, and you should have 30 stitches all the way around. So we'll take out that stitch marker again. So the first stitch we'll insert 1 single crochet, and since that's the first stitch of the new round, we're going to mark it. Okay, so now that you have the first stitch of the new round marked, for this round we will insert 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches and then 2 into the next. So we've already done 1. We'll insert 1 single crochet into the next. And that's 2. We'll do a third one. And then a single crochet into the next one as well. So that's 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches, and then there's 2 into the next. So this next stitch is 2 single crochets into the same one. And then you'll repeat that around. So 1 single crochet into the next 4, and then 2 into the next. So the next 4 stitches will get 1 single crochet each. and then 2 into the next. You'll repeat that around, and I will meet you back. So after that round, you should have 36 stitches altogether. So starting the next round, we'll take out the stitch marker. We'll insert our first single crochet of the new round. Grab our stitch marker again and mark it. And for this round, we will single crochet 1 in the next 5 stitches and then do an increase of 2. So we already have 1. So we'll insert 4 more single crochets. So that's 1. In the next stitch, we'll insert the second one. And the next stitch, we'll insert the third one. And the next will be the fourth. And the fifth one in the next. Then we'll do an increase, so we'll insert 2 single crochets into the same stitch. And then you'll repeat that around. So you'll insert 1 single crochet into the next 5 and then 2 into the next. By the end of this round, you should have 42 stitches all together. Okay, so for this next round, we'll take out the stitch marker again and create the first stitch of the new round, which is 1 single crochet. We'll mark it again. And for this round, we will insert 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then 2 into the next and then repeat around. So since we've already have the first one, we'll insert 1 more into the next, 1 single crochet into the next. So that's 1 and 2. And then in the next, we'll insert 2 into the same one. So that's 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochets. You will repeat that around, so just insert 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And then 2 single crochets inserted into the same stitch. You will repeat that around, and at the end of the round, you will have 56 stitches altogether. Alright, so we're back at the stitch marker, so we'll take that out, insert our first stitch of the new round, so 1 single crochet into the next stitch. We'll mark that single crochet there. For this round, you'll just insert 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. So again, if you're counting, you'll have 56 stitches again. Okay, so now we're starting on round 8. So we'll take out the stitch marker. For this round, we'll insert 1 single crochet into the next 6 and then 2 into the next. So we will insert our first single crochet of the new round and then mark it with our stitch marker. So we'll mark that new stitch of the new round. So we already have our first single crochet, so we'll insert 5 more single crochets. So that's the second single crochet, and then next we'll do the third. In the next stitch we'll do the fourth. In the next stitch we'll do the fifth. And then in the next we'll do the sixth. So that means in the next we'll do 2 single crochets into the same stitch. And then you'll repeat that around. So you'll insert 1 single crochet into the next 6 stitches and then 2 into the next. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 into the next. So that's 1 and 2 in the same stitch. Repeat around. You will have 64 stitches if you guys are counting. Okay, so now we're going to start on round 9. So we'll take out the stitch marker. And then for round 9, we will insert 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches and then 2 into the next. So we'll insert our first single crochet. Then we will mark it because it's the first stitch of the new round. And again, you'll just insert 1 single crochet into 7 stitches. Once you have 7 stitches, then in the next you'll insert 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So that's 1 and 2 into the same stitch. You'll repeat that all the way around, and then I'll meet you back at the stitch marker. Okay, so for this next round, it's pretty similar to the previous round, only we're going to insert 1 single crochet into the next 8 and then 2 into the next and repeat around. So again, we'll just mark our first new stitch. And then just insert 1 single crochet into the next 8 stitches. And then once you have done that, you'll insert 2 into the next. 2 into the same stitch. You'll repeat that around, and then I'll meet you guys back. Okay, so for the next round, you'll take out the stitch marker again. For this round, you'll insert 1 single crochet into the next 9 stitches and then 2 into the next. So again, we'll mark our first stitch with our stitch marker. We'll insert 1 single crochet into the next 9, so that's 2. Three and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. So then the next one we'll insert 2 into the same stitch. You'll repeat that all the way around, and then I'll meet you back. Okay, so for this next round is another increase round, so we'll insert 1 single crochet into the next 10 stitches and then 2 into the next. And as always, we'll mark our first single crochet of the new round. So that's 1 and 2. Do a third all the way until we get to 10. And just like the previous rounds, we'll insert 2 into the next stitch, 2 single crochets into the same stitch there, and then you'll repeat that all the way around. You'll insert 1 single crochet into the next 10, 2 into the next, into the same one, and repeat around. For this next round, again, it's going to be an increase round. So we'll take out the stitch marker, and then we will insert 1 single crochet into the next 11 stitches and then 2 into the next. So again, we'll mark the first stitch with our stitch marker. We'll insert 1 single crochet into each stitch until we have 11. Once we have 11 stitches, in the next stitch we'll insert 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Repeat that around and then I'll meet you back again. Okay, so this next round, this round is 14, the 14th round. What we'll do is just insert 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. Again, we're going to mark that first stitch to keep count. So this should be wide enough to fit over your head. If not, you can adjust it. Now we're going to start building the sides of the hat. So we'll just insert 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. From rounds 14 to 34, you will single crochet 1 in each stitch. So that's a total of 20 rounds of just single crocheting 1 in each stitch. But since this part is pretty repetitive, with just inserting 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around for multiple rounds, I'm going to do all of this off camera. Just make sure that you are keeping count of your rounds that you do and making sure that you are marking your first stitch of each round. So I will meet you guys back. Once you have done that, your piece should be looking like this. Alright, so for the next round, we'll take out the stitch marker. And for this round, we will insert 1 single crochet and then 2 into the next, and then repeat that around. So we'll insert our first single crochet of the round and then mark it with the stitch marker. And like I said, we'll insert 1 single crochet and then 2 into the same stitch. And that's the pattern for this round. You'll repeat that. So in the next stitch, you'll have 1 single crochet. In the next stitch, you'll insert 2 single crochets into that same stitch. Again, you'll just insert 1 single crochet and then 2 into the next. You will repeat that around. So once you have done that all the way around, we're back at the stitch marker. So we'll take that stitch marker out and put 1 single crochet into that stitch. We will then mark the new stitch of the new round, or the first stitch of the new round. And then for the next 9 rounds, you will just insert 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. So you'll go all the way up to round 45 with just inserting 1 single crochet into each stitch. Okay, so now that you have 9 rounds done, what you'll do to end it is you'll take out the last crochet marker and then you'll just slip stitch into the next stitch. So you'll insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, and pull through the loop on the hook there. And then you'll yarn over again and pull through the loop, and you'll just pull the strand all the way through, and you'll tighten it up, and then with your crochet needle you'll sew in this little thread here. So what you'll do is you will thread it up, come into the inside of the hat there, and just weave it in through the stitches there. Okay, see how it's through the stitches, and then on the front you can't really see it. So then you'll pull that all the way through. And you'll take your scissors and trim it. And then your hat is complete. You'll just kind of make it straight in some areas and pull down the brim, and your summer hat is complete. Thank you all for watching.